I'm here with the boys from Any Given Day to talk about Limitless, out January 26th on a rising empire. It's not just the label that's arising. These guys are also not arising, they're rising. They're rising in there, and there's no sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. You guys keep raising the bar with every single record. Limitless feels like there's no bar because it's limitless. And how does it feel for you guys? Was that the inspiration behind the title of the record?
Yeah, totally.
Well, yeah, actually, like the whole inspiration was kind of growing from itself. Like our guitarist, Andy, he's writing all the stuff from the albums. He is the mastermind behind everything. And like for the last record, Overpower, he had like a straightforward idea and he was tracking it, and there was a goal with it, you know. He wanted to show that the band got older and wiser and like play more straight stuff. And on this record now, on Limitless, it was like all from within. He didn't really have a plan, or we all, in conclusion, we didn't really have a plan. It just came out naturally. Everyone sat down and wrote texts, lyrics, and music, and it was just natural. And yeah, like the titles from the songs, they pretty much came by themselves. And as soon as the song Limitless was wrote, every one of us was like, okay, we should call it Limitless. And then we were like, okay, we should call the album Limitless, and we should show everyone that the band is limitless at this point. And that's why we were experimenting a lot and trying some new things, but still do some old stuff that we always did.
I know the last two records, when it comes to the title, when it comes to the sound, it sounds to me like you guys are getting some inspiration from the Marvel universe, because overpowering and limitless, this sounds like some superpowers that some dude would have in some city in one of those universes, in those Marvel universes. You mentioned that the approach here seems to be a very democratic approach when it came to Limitless, with everybody contributing. How much has that creative process has changed over the years leading up to where you guys currently sit?
There are not so many changes, I think. Like Andy did all the recordings like at the two albums before, and changes weren't so much, but the influences over the years where we couldn't do anything because of COVID, this changed a lot in our thinkings and in our maybe often Andy's writing, and so we didn't want to have a border, so we wanted to spread in all directions, and this is because that's the title, Limitless. We are limitless in everything we do now, and yeah, we want to show the title too.
And I think, as I remember, like the writing process is pretty much similar to the two albums before. Like when someone has an idea, there goes an idea directly to our guitarist, or and Andy is actually the main songwriter. He always has like the idea in his head. I don't know, he wakes up and he has a new song idea, and he's doing like most of the stuff from producing to thinking about melodies, and like the rest, like lyrics and stuff, it's all contributed to some kind by everyone. Yeah, but like the main writing process is Andy is doing the most part. And I think that's how it's always been. Yeah, but as Micha already said, I think like the only thing that's different than before is that you think differently, especially after the COVID stuff, and especially after slowing down everything. Everyone got older, 3 years, everyone experienced different things. And yeah, that's how like the music itself changes, but the process of making the music actually didn't change so much.
So let me ask you this about the record. I thought was really important to me as a listener. to start off the album with the singles. It gave me a sense of comfort. I'm like, okay, I heard this song already. I heard this song already. I got my feet wet as I started walking into this pool. I didn't cannonball into it. I just took my steps into it. And then once the record starts to really develop and really move, having those songs opening the album made that process a lot easier for me. Was that the design for you guys, or is just a happy coincidence that these songs end up being the singles?
I think it's just a happy coincidence. Personally, when I listen to an album, I start at the first track and just listen it down to the last track. Maybe the band thought about a way to write this, or put the songs in a direction that you want. But I can understand that you going this way, and yeah. But I don't think that it's aligned with the singles and then come the other songs, because it's all the songs on the album are important to us, and not the single are more important than the others.
Yep, it just kind of felt naturally to like put the singles out in this order and to put them on the album in this order. But it's not like it's not because we were thinking, okay, it makes it easier to go into the new songs. It's just, I don't know, like when you hear all of the songs next to next to next to next, it just felt naturally like in this order. It was like this from the start.
And then you guys have this massive track, Hate, or Hate, each way you wanna pronounce it. Where'd the idea for the collaboration for that track start? Did you guys have that idea from the get-go, or did it develop as the song developed?
Willst du? Soll ich?
Mach mal.
Yeah, well, I mean, and it's okay, and Any Given Day. Both bands are around for like a similar time, like 10, 12 years, and we never really did something together. We never really played shows together or stuff like that. And it was even to a point that people actually thought that we couldn't stand each other because there was nothing happening. Like I think the only shows we played together were on a big show with Electric Callboy, and stuff like that. But you know, Andy, our guitarist and producer, and Christoph, the producer and guitarist of NSOK, they've always kind of been in contact, and they have friends, mutual friends. And sometimes they just texted, because Chris always or sometimes did some of our masterings. Like you mix your song and you just send it out and it get mastered. And Christoph did some. And sometimes they were like, they were texting, and I think Christoph just said, you know what would be crazy if we just did a feature. And like the idea was there, and that it inspired. And then they took a friend, Benny Richter. Both were making music with him for years. And they were sitting in a studio, like Andy was going to visit Christoph in his studio, and they were writing the song. And it, like all the other stuff with the album and the singles and the writing process, it all came naturally. They were sitting there and they were thinking about, what could we write a song about? And after like some time, some hours of talking, they were in this Hate idea. And yeah, then they just wrote the song in not even too much time. And that's it. As I said, like in the whole process, it's what, my God, I can't speak English anymore. It was, everything was coming like from within, and it all just wrote itself, kind of.
Well, I don't. You can't speak English anymore. I don't speak German at all. So you're still winning. You're still winning. So my German is very limited to. I'm not even going to say to what it's limited to, but it's very limited. Unlike your album, my German is very limited. come whatever may in best time, two songs that I felt like really broke the mold of what the rest of the album offers. How important were those two songs in the overall big picture of how this record needs to sound as a whole?
I think Come Whatever May is one of the most important songs for all of us. It's my favorite of all time we ever written. And I think I speak for nearly everyone when I say it. We did recently a music video for it. It will come out right before Christmas. I don't have, when will this video come out?
22nd.
This will be after Christmas.
Okay, yeah. So this Come Whatever May will come out at December 22. And this is the biggest thing we've ever done as a music video, and it will show how much we love this song.
Yes.
You can look forward for this one, yeah.
And I think Best Day also is a very important song for the album itself, because like one of the main inspirations is that like there's a lot of bands in the whole genre, but also on the whole world, and everyone is writing about negative stuff and ranting and shouting and screaming, and there's like all the time there's something to be negative about. And I mean, that's normal. Like, I don't know one single person in this whole scene of metal and rock and stuff that's like sane and healthy in their mind. So it's kind of a natural thing that you have to get out your negative emotions. But I mean, if you look at the Any Given Day discography, there's a lot of positive stuff and a lot of you get to fight through it and you have to get yourself together and you have to put out everything to come out with something positive. And that's the main message of Best Day, because we wanted to break the mold of all the negativity and stuff. And there was enough negativity in COVID and all the stuff around, like with the war right now and everything crazy happening, so that we actually want to create a safe space for other people and to push a bit forward into positivity, like when you can achieve it. And that's why Best Day is actually an important track too. I think it got finished pretty late in the whole album process, but nonetheless, it's a very important song because it just reminds you to be positive and to have good times. And that's a message we actually really want to spread.
And that song definitely makes you feel like a summer feel good vibe. And I don't know, it makes you just like feel good about the world and about everything around you, like good times. It gives you a sense of good times. And speaking of good times, I think one of the goodest times that I had listening to this record was the drum sound. And I'm not saying this because you're on this video call with me. I already recorded a review, and in my review, I mentioned the drums as one of the highlights of this album. I don't remember ever listening to an Any Given Day record where the drums sounded this good. What changed from your point of view? Did you tweak anything?
I mean, there's a lot of tweaking, of course. Like we don't record them acoustically. Like I don't go into the studio, put my acoustic drum set out, and we microphone everything up and stuff like this. Like most of the bands today are recording with programmed drums, and there's like a lot of sounds you can use, but you can always like mix them differently, put out the best frequencies and stuff. And as I can show you right here, we have this beautiful electric drum set. And like when we have an idea, Andy mostly sends me an idea and he's like, okay, are these drums that I wrote for you playable or are they not? And then I start to play the songs on my electric drum kit and recorded a bit. And then I just changed them up so that I can mostly play them, and I can play them in a way that they are fun to play live. And yeah, then we actually agree, like this part should be this way, this part should be played this way, to be sounding the best and stuff. And the rest is just mixing. And I can't really tell you which programs or which sounds are used exactly, because it's a mix. There's like so many things. There's like Mixed Wave made by Luke Holland and his team, with the kits and sounds of different drummers like Slipknot's or ex-Slipknot's Jay Weinberg, or Luke Holland's kit. And then you have the Get Good drums, and then you have all the other stuff, Easy Drummer and stuff. And I think we have a mix from all of those sounds to get like the best blending sound for the album, but it also should sound like the drums for live playing. And yeah, Andy is always looking for a sound that not every band has. Like there was a time where the Get Good drums from Architects was pretty practically used in every song that came out. And yeah, he's always looking for like the best solution, and that's what happened with the drums.
Now let's talk a little bit about the bass, since I have you here and nobody ever gives the bass any attention whatsoever. Everybody talks about the singer, the drummer, the guitar players, and the poor bass player. Nobody ever asks him what he wants. Did the guys ask you what you wanted from your bass sound coming into this record?
To be honest, not so much. It's like always. No, it's and I don't think it's not that important. I think it's important that there's the bass there, but I play nearly the same as the rhythm guitars. So it's important that there's something down below and keeps it running. But I don't think it's so important to put on your own style, because our music is more, it's bouncy, it's going forward straight, and there's no space for technical bass playing in this style of music, I think. And I just go with the flow and just keep the bass rolling. Yeah.
The next question I have is for the two of you. When you look at Dennis, your lead singer, what's the most impressive thing? His vocals or his beard?
But his beard is going so fast, so it's fucking impressive. Yeah. But
I think, yeah,
it's a great singer. I know him for so long now. I make music with him since 12 years now, and I know him for about 18-20 years as a singer of different other bands, and I was always looking up to him. There was a time when I was for myself a singer in a band, and when I saw this guy live, I thought, wow, he's amazing. And after a bit of time, we played together, and yeah, he is amazing. You can tell it when you see him live, when you see him in the studio. He can change between the screams and the normal singing like nobody else I know in my personal space. So he's very impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's like both on the same level. The beard is amazing, but the vocals are amazing too.
It's nice that you guys are giving props to both sides of his range, his vocal range and his beard range, which, like, you said it right. His beard has been growing and growing, like since we first discovered the band to now. Every time we check out a new video, the beard is taking more real estate on the screen, which I love it. I fucking love it. I think it's great. I think you guys are great. One last question for you guys. 2024 is just around the corner. The album comes out at the end of January. What other plans do you guys have for 2024?
Sure, there's the tour coming up in February. So the album comes out on January 26th, and 1st February we're going on tour for 3 weeks, I think, with a little pause in it. But the first tour since 4 years, we're very looking forward to it. Yeah, then the festival summer will come up. So there are some festivals booked, and yeah, there are more coming, I think. And this will be our 2024.
I think there's like there's talkings in the background. Maybe we're going to make a tour in the end of 2024 again, but there's nothing concrete right now, nothing like planned out for stuff. But as Misha said, like the Limitless tour in spring, in February, is going off in like a couple of weeks. So that's going to be amazing. Then we have some festivals planned, and then we will see. We're curious ourselves.
Yeah, and I'm curious how long it's going to take for you guys to come to North America and play some shows here. I know it's difficult. I know the visa situations are difficult. The costs are difficult. Everything is freaking difficult. But I'm hoping that at some point in time, you guys come over here.
We lately actually started to talk about this because there's a lot of bands coming over right now. Like when you see it's Bury Tomorrow, Imminence, Electric Callboy, they did America and Australia and stuff like that. And yeah, we are actually like, we really want to come over. The cost thing is a thing apparently, because everything got much more expensive, especially in the last couple of years. But yeah, we're thinking about ways to do it, and our label and our booking agency and our manager, everyone is like, okay, we have to do that at some time, and we don't really know if it's possible in 2024 or maybe in 2025. But like, it's when you have an agenda, it's above there, and we actually really want to do it. It just yeah, we just have to do like some calculating, and we will look how the album will turn out, and maybe and hopefully we will come over to you guys soon.
Yeah, Architects is coming back. Eminence was just here. Architects is coming back in the new year with While She Sleeps. So that's gonna. Bury Tomorrow was just here as well in the summertime. Electric Callboy just tour in the U.S. and Canada, sold out shows everywhere. They're coming back again, I believe, next year. So yeah, there's definitely an influx of bands coming from your part of the woods to my part of the woods. So I hope you guys catch a ride with one of those bands at some point in time, because I think there's a great market for you guys in North America. And with every single record, you guys have done better and better and better. And this record is phenomenal. Congratulations on the album.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. All the best, guys. Enjoy that tour in February. I'll be looking forward. Well, by the time this comes out, the video is already out. But as of right now, I'm looking forward to come whatever may, because I'm excited to see what that video looks like. We'll check it out on the channel. And thank you very much for your time once again.
No problem. Thank you.